Hey guys, this is Brody from Brody's Garage. It is September 28th and this is episode 48. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, I look like crap. I feel like crap. Started feeling a little sick a couple days ago. Sometime yesterday afternoon, things really took a turn for the worse.
I said you do not have the COVID.
I don't have the COVID?
You just have regular sick.
Just regular flu, huh? Same exact symptom, just without the scary name?
Well, I would say you're in better shape this time because you couldn't walk last time.
I don't want to walk. I had already scheduled time with Al Nakata to come by today, and I didn't want to break that because, he's made plans and I want to get the car done. So despite my better judgment, I was out here working on the car. I'll dive in and tell you about what we did. What we mainly did was we measured for a roll cage. I have made the decision to put a roll cage in the car. I don't really like the look of a roll cage, but I'm going to do my very best to tuck it as far up against the pillars and out of the way as possible. I know that it's the smart thing to do because of the power output of the car, and it's a unibody car. We've already cut into the frame rails in the back for the mini tub, so they're like, paper thin already. The car has very little structural rigidity. The only thing I've done is I've added subframe connectors and tied that together, which helps on the bottom end, but there's still the top half of the car, and I just felt like, with all the twisting and torsion going on with the power level of this car, I'm gonna tear it up. It's just a matter of time. Gaps are gonna start opening up. I'm gonna start seeing cracks in the body filler. I don't want that. Furthermore, the car will be safer. If I, God forbid, do roll the car, well, I'll have some additional protection there. And it gives me a better anchoring point to put 5-point safety harnesses for the front seats here. So I wanted to do that. There was no place to tie them. I ended up getting the retro belt 3-point harnesses, which is nice, but you know what? Those are now for sale. 5-point harnesses are gonna go in, and the car is gonna be safer and possibly even NHRA legal to go down the track at full speed. So the process was a little bit of an endeavor. It was definitely a two-man job. I'm thankful that I was here. We put in the interior panels and the headliner to mock those up to see where the headliner would have to clear. And here's how that looked. Okay, I'm here with Al Nakata today. Hi, Al. And we are mocking up the interior. We just popped the door panels in. I had to drill the holes per the templates that TMI gave me. And I must say that some of the holes were off, even though I'm pretty sure dead on with their template. Anyway, it's temporarily in there. Door panels are popped in. Those are just kind of taped and setting in there in place. And the idea is that we're going to measure for the roll cage today. And I wanted to have the interior sitting in it, that way all the little contours, anything that sticks out would be sort of in place. So we just got the headliner clamped in. I must say that to my eyes, these are supposed to be the same color vinyl. It's supposed to be a charcoal gray 5008. And to me, if you look at the seats and then look at the headliner looks black to me. Doesn't look gray at all, it looks black, especially in contrast with the seats. Although the box and everything and the invoice say it's the same part number. I don't know. You tell me, does that look black or gray to you? Or does it matter? All right, on with the measurements. Now then, these are the measurement instructions from Chris Alston's Chassis Works. First step was to cut a semicircular template. And we're gonna get inside the car, place that into different locations and measure around the headliner, the doors, and take some measurements and record all these, and I'm gonna get a custom roll cage bent. Well, since we don't have any side glass, we're making up some cardboard templates for now. Okay, that is the completion of my day. Al just left. I'm very fatigued, very sick actually. I shouldn't have been doing this today, but had to get it done. I have my measurements here for my roll cage, at least I think I do. We followed their instructions to the T and I think it's accurate. I'm gonna send this off to Chris Alston's Chassis Works. I think they said it's a 4 or 5 week turnaround time to get this bent. This is the plan as of right now. So I'm gonna keep the car together for another weekend. There's another little Henderson car show get together that's happening, and I think I'll take it out there and just cruise it one more time. And then I'm going to schedule getting the windshields removed again. The same guy that put them in, I'm gonna have him come back out and tape the glass back out. I'm gonna document everything the way this is all fitting right now with some careful video and some measurements and make some marks on there. My stainless trim has arrived at the polishing place out in California, so that's being worked on. I'm going to put the gunny wheels on and take my wheels off and send them to Weld Racing. They said that they would do their best to try to take care of me. I'm going to take off the mirrors, everything that's external that I don't need for body and paint work. So the bumpers, all the trim stuff will come off, windshield will come out. I'm going to take the seats back out, put the gunny wheels on, get it to Al's place. Hopefully sometime, maybe within a week, maybe. The only remaining big item that I need to do before then is this cowl piece here. I've got to fabricate and weld in and fill this cowl here. So that's my next goal, is to get that done. I'm going to schedule the other things and hopefully within a week, get it on the trailer, get it out to Al's. First step is we are going to throw a big coat of high build polyester primer on the thing, which will give it some thickness. We're going to go to the gaps and find them, razor sharp, even all around. When that's fully cured, we're going to block it, and we're going to then top coat that with our 2K primer. The car will come apart. I'm going to weld in an endoskeleton inside there, like a little mini 3/4 tubing, square tubing cage, to reinforce the inner structure of the car, and then it's going to go back on the rotisserie. We can flip it over, finish the welding, grinding, seam sealing on the bottom, Raptor bed liner on the bottom, send the suspension stuff off for powder coating, blah, blah, blah. I'm repeating myself, I'm sure, but that is our plan as of right now. And I don't know, it might be feasible to think that this will have paint on it and it'll be coming back to me within, 3 weeks, maybe a month tops, maybe sooner. Let's just say a month. The car comes back here painted, and then we put the glass back in, the interior, sound deadener, blah, blah, blah. All right, so that's our plan for now. This is a short episode, but made a little progress today. I'm happy, I'm sick. I'm gonna go inside and take a break. Bye-bye.